Hi guys, how's it going? So today is the 1st of July and I am running a few errands today, but I will be getting a bit of break time in between, so I thought I would take a book with me. If you're new, hi, welcome, and if you've been here for some time, welcome back. I'm Nayanika, and today onwards I'm going to film a reading vlog for this book. So Riverside Stories, Writings from Assam, is Zubaan's newest addition to their Northeast series. They have one for each state, and I think so far almost all the states are done and only Sikkim is left now, which I'm also really looking forward to as well. Now this one is one that they have sent me recently, and I'm very grateful to them for that, and I'll be picking it up today onwards, so I thought I would film my reactions and all of that. I absolutely love the cover as well. It's made by Nori Arts on Instagram, and this book has been edited by Nayanika, as you can see. I'll give you a brief synopsis from here. Stories abound in Assam's fields, ponds, rivers, forests, hills and cities. Most of its people wear each other's clothes, eat each other's food and speak each other's languages. Diversity and amalgamation are the primarily identifiable elements of people from Assam, yet everyday patriarchy and politics of boundaries have resulted in so much confusion and conflict. Thankfully, we are witnessing emerging voices of people who experience life differently because of their own identities and locations and propose an inclusive space for us all. The women and trans people who have contributed to Riverside Stories come from this diversity and bring their stories of multiple experiences from Assam to the world. This collection of fiction, non-fiction, poetry and visual stories puts on record the experiences of the self, the very personal, within homes, in the environment, with politics and with disappointments, desires, hopes and memories for our future. In putting together this anthology, it is our hope that we have complicated more than it already is the notion of whose and which stories can be told. So yeah, this has been edited by Nayanika, and it's got a very wonderful contents page, and I'll be starting with the introduction, which has been written by the editor, of course, Nayanika, and then there is the next I think it's a poem or a short piece. I'm not sure if it's fiction, but I think it's a non-fictional short piece, Caravan of Unlived Lives by Saikia. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, and I hope you will enjoy this vlog and also pick up this book if you haven't already.
She calls me day and night. I'm sorry girl, you just don't make me feel right. I never meant to make you cry, you were right. Just leave me be, I'm not gonna put up a fight. And every time you wake up full of worse and you check the time. It's never what it feels like, just throw me and die. If everything was good, then you would feel alive.
So I thought I would give you an update about my reading of Riverside Stories and how it's going so far. I have recently picked up the book, and I've only read the introduction and the first submission so far, which is Caravan of Unlived Lives by Saikia. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the works in here, but I have to say that the introduction was really great. And since I am a person who has recently just finished her master's, I tend to read a lot of the introductions given in books before the actual books. That is a personal preference. Some people prefer to read the introduction after the story is over, after the whole novel or the whole collection or whatever. I personally like to read the introduction beforehand, and this is such an interesting introduction, giving a gist of what to expect from the book, as well as the reality in Assam today, whether it's in terms of the way people accept the people from the LGBTQIA society, from the issues that Assamese people face, then defining the Assamese identity. So much of it is already introduced in the introduction. I'm really looking forward. Coincidentally, I also just read a book. Let me just bring it to you. All right, so I just read this book called The Forest That Ate People and Other Not So Scary Stories by Harshita. And coincidentally, this author has also contributed a story in this book, so I'm really looking forward to it. So it was nice getting to read the same author in 2 different places. My friend Sarah, we did our masters together. She has also contributed a piece called Dream Journal. I'm yet to reach that bit, but I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, it's going great so far. I mean, the first introduction and first piece that I've read, and I'm really looking forward to reading it, and I'll be sure to share my thoughts soon.
Everything was good, then you would feel alive. If everything was good, then you would feel alive.
Riverside Stories, and I thought I would add my final thoughts to it so as to wrap up the whole video. I actually finished it a couple of days ago, but I hadn't got the time to sit down and film because everything was really crazy these past couple of days. But anyway, now that I've finished it, I think I'll give you a brief review of it, what I felt. So as you might have already figured out by now, this is a collection of fiction, non-fiction, essays. There is art, there is lithography, there is photography, comic strips, all of that, and I think this is a wonderful collection. In these books, the Assamese identity comes forth very strongly. So identity as a whole is a very important theme that runs throughout. Identity as an Assamese person, as an Assamese with whatever religion you may have, as a woman, as a trans woman, and all of that. This is a book that is situated at the intersection of all of these themes and these realities of life, and I think it is done really well. I do have to say that the editor did a great job compiling all of this. I was really happy to also come across 2 very special pieces that were submitted by Sarah Iqbal, my former classmate, and also Harshita, the author of another book that I've read recently. So coming across those 2 pieces were really great. Apart from that, this was a really wonderful book, and it dealt with so much about Assam and the Assamese identity that I had to maybe there were some points when it got quite heavy as well, that I had to put it down, take a break, and then resume after some time. So that's that. When it comes to books and literature, you read a book and then you realize that, oh, this other person has felt exactly what I felt. A person who is in entirely different circumstances, living an entirely different life. And I think this book really made me re-realize that, once again. So yeah, wonderful book, wonderful collection. I think one criticism that might arise on this is that it is very limited. It's not as diverse, but again, when it comes to first editions, that is a criticism that will always come up. I hope to see more works by many other authors of different backgrounds within Assam who will probably hopefully come together and write more about the experiences. Considering the fact that this is a first from Zubaan, from the whole Northeast series, I think this was a great attempt, and I think we can only go forward, onwards and upwards from this. So yeah, wonderful. Once again, the art is also stunning. Wonderful book throughout. Yeah. So if you have not read this book yet, I would definitely recommend you to pick it up. I really had a lot of, I was about to say fun, but I had an overall really good time with this book. Some touched my heart, some were funny, some made me go into a reflective mood, varying emotions were brought out of me with these pieces. But many thanks to Zubaan once again for sending me this book. I would definitely recommend you to pick up this book as well, and then give the whole Northeast series a chance. I'm hoping to read more of them soon, because I have all of the books in this collection now, except the one on Sikkim that hasn't yet been published, but soon. But yeah, really loved it, and once again many thanks to Zubaan, and I'll see you again very soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.